Okay, so looks like we're gonna take the point. Shield gen is gonna refund to me. So I wanna place my ultimate. I don't like putting shield gen back by our spawn because it doesn't reach, and then on this map I don't like the fact that it doesn't reach on 2nd Street. So I want to get to the top. I want to put TP up top. Junkrat is down, so I can start counting in my head. 10 seconds and he'll spawn back. And I want to take him off of high ground. He's down. TP's up. I don't care if it gets destroyed because I know a Junkrat's going to get through. Soldier and Reaper on their team just died, so you can start counting to 10 seconds before they spawn, and then another 10 seconds before they reach from their spawn to this door. There's Soldier, the one that we killed. He's down, so he's been out of the fight for a full 25 seconds now. Reaper came right after. Now here's my mistake. I should not have engaged this Reaper knowing that he was coming this way. Short range battle, he wins. That was a terrible mistake. In all actuality, I probably should have went back and defended my teleporter to see who was up there. Granted, I knew it would be destroyed, but you know, maybe I could have done something about it. Always, I'd like for you to understand that if you only got one use out of the TP, you know, this is really not a big deal. It's like Mercy 1.0 when she got a single res off of her ult. It's not that big of a deal. You got one guy back. I want to keep the momentum going. Alright, so now I'm focusing on trying to get my ult. We only got a minute left. Taking damage, so I run for cover behind my tank. Thank you for the heals. Reaper there. Oh, let me get out of there. I'm at 10 health. That was a mistake. I don't know why I pushed forward there. I'm lucky to be alive. I want to orb through the shield. I want to get ult. We got 47 seconds left. Okay, I'm going to have ult. So what do I want to do? I want to set up TP. As I see my team keeps going down, I want to be deceptive and not be seen here. Was I seen? No, I wasn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our soldier respawn. He's back. They don't know we're behind him, so that was very good deception. Our Orisa should be back in 10 seconds. Soldier got Mercy. Soldier's ulting. Diva's trying to defense matrix him, so we got him out of there. We don't need to attack the Diva. Soldier can take care of that. Let's push the cart, get bodies on the cart so we get overtime. Very good. We got 3 people through the teleporter. So now the enemy team is fighting from 2 fronts. From behind them and in front of them. Okay, they're going to destroy the TP. Who cares? That's like a 3-man res. Look at what it's done. I want you to understand something. This game is about getting value. Okay? So think of it this way. Mercy 1.0, when you know how it was when she had ult, you were about to engage in a team fight, and what did you tell the Mercy? You told her to hide. Okay? Now what happened when 3 of your guys dies in the team fight? You got 3 guys who's died screaming at the Mercy, "Oh, you res, and then she reses 3 guys. Is your team happy when she reses 3 guys back and just back to 6-on-6? Absolutely. So why is it now you take that thinking and you bring it over to Sim? Okay, teleporter can bring 6 people back. My TP, the one that deceptively brought back 3 guys, okay, to get us to push to make it to 2nd Street, to make it to 3rd Street. We got the objective. Okay. I got 3 guys through the TP on that one, correct? And then they destroyed it. How many times have you had something like that happen and you have a teammate say, "Oh man, you're useless. Look, your TP got destroyed." Yeah, my TP got destroyed, but I got 3 people through it. What don't you understand about that? And the people that got through, it actually contributed to us winning the objective or winning the game or etc. who cares about it being destroyed? It's about the value that I got out of it. That's what people don't understand. A lot of time in the very beginning of the game, remember, it got destroyed after just one person coming through. I just wanted my Junkrat to get. I wanted to get. When you're pushing the cart, you want to keep momentum going. You don't want to end up in a 6v5 battle, okay? Because once you're on 6v5, you're at a disadvantage, and you know, more times than not, they're gonna end up killing your entire team. Their team is gonna generate a lot of ult charge based upon that, and now your team has to reset and come back to 6-on-6. Also, think of it this way: when someone dies on your team and you become 6-on-5, a lot of times, most of the time, your team does not disengage. They continue fighting a losing battle. Okay, and what happens because of that? Well, your Junkrat who died first respawns back while your team's still fighting. He's running back to the battlefield. You know, your Mercy dies, and then your tank dies, and etc. And instead of him disengaging and waiting for everybody to spawn back and regrouping, he ends up jumping in the battle and dying again. It starts to trickle effect. So me setting up TP there is good in a lot of ways because it forces the bad players who would trickle and not wait for the team. It forces them to hurry up and get back to the fight because that's essentially what they want. They're a junkie for action. They want to be in the game. They want some action. That's why they just continue running back to the battlefield, regardless of whether or not their team is there. They just want to play. So you knock out two birds with one stone by essentially allowing him to get back to the fight, but you allow him to get back to the fight faster. And in doing so, he still gets back to the fight before another team member dies. Okay, so you're back to 6-on-6. Like, that was the point of that teleporter. I didn't care whether or not it would get destroyed. I didn't care whether or not the soldier knew that the location of the teleporter. Okay, because we all know that when I killed him, that when I set up TP, this is what happens when you set up TP. The second you set up TP, an audio cue goes off 5 seconds after you place it, I believe. And it says the enemy team has a teleporter. Okay, then 15 seconds later, another audio cue goes off. Then 25 seconds later, another audio cue goes off. Then 25 seconds later, I believe another one goes off, and I think that's the last one. Okay, so as we know, the audio cue for the enemy team having a teleporter goes up over the enemy team's voice lines over and over again. Okay, so you know, if the soldier dies and then 5 seconds later he hears that the TP is up, well, you know, I know that he knew where it would be at, right where he died, because I'm the one that killed him. In that retrospect, I didn't care that he knew where it was because for two things. One, I just wanted my Junkrat back. I wanted the DPS back so we can get back to 6-on-6. Two, it was a trap. Because as you clearly saw, I set up the bully nest, and I wanted to make sure that he would take that route back up the hill, because the number one thing on his mind is I want to get high ground and I want to take the TP down. So he got wrecked when he ran out directly into our bully nest. That's what it is. It's a bully nest. If you don't know the different names and different types of nests, check out my video on that. Okay. The main point of this video is to show you, you know, just a wide variety of different things. Just my thinking on things in regards to TP I just want you to understand that just because your TP gets destroyed, it doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't squeeze very good value out of it. Okay, that TP is a big reason in why we took second point and got the objective. Okay, also realize my deceptiveness. That's what you got to be as Sim. You got to be real deceptive at times. You got to be real slithery. You almost got to be like a snake. You notice how I, you know, abuse the outskirts of the map in a very subtle way so that the enemy team could not see me. You got to take routes that people just do not use. That route on the outside of the map that I took right before I laid down my TP, no one ever takes that route. So while the enemy team's fighting our team on that main pathway, no one's looking to the right checking their peripherals, you know what I mean, to see what's going on along that route because no one takes it. So, you know, abuse that. Force the enemy team to have to defend every blade of grass, every pixel, everything on the entire map because you're one of those guys who understands the map in a very unique way. That's what you need to be as a sim. You need to understand the map in very unique ways to squeeze out maximum value from sim. So I hope you enjoyed the video. This is, you know, it's a video series I'm going to start on just in depth, you know, just thoughts that that arise during a game. Okay, peace. Keep simming.